and maybe you don't belong in that business. But I want to mention about my job, though. This most people don't know. When I was hired by PS, no, was it PS? Let me get it. No, it was Babcock and Wilcox in Virginia. That was 1975. And I was living in New Hampshire with Sharon. And you were born.
Yeah.
You were there.
Yeah.
And I came by myself, of course. And I was going to go for the interview. And his name was Cliff Russell. And I came in. It was a job in the systems engineer group. And then he said to me, "Oh, by the way, we just filled that position a week ago." And I said, "Oh, you did?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm sorry." I said, "Mr. Russell," I said, "I'm here." I said, "You guys paid for my hotel room, you paid for my flight." I said, "I'd like to learn more about the company, just in case maybe there might be some openings later." So he said, "That's pretty fair." So we talked about 15 minutes. He said, "You know something? I like your style, I like the way you handled it." He said, "That was me, I would have been a little bit, I would have been very upset." I said, "Mr. Russell, things happen." He said, I want you to meet a Danny LaBelle. He's in charge of the safety group. And he might be needing somebody." And I was in charge of that group. And he started to tell me about the group. So he actually told me what they do and what they needed. So he really helped me understand the group. So when I met LaBelle, I knew more, a lot more than you would know. Because he was the manager, Cliff. So then I met another guy named Don Nitty, and he was so impressed with the fact that I understood what they were doing. Of course, I knew because of Cliff Russell. I was hired by them. I have to admit that's a very tough situation to come all the way, interview, and then find out that they actually hired somebody. And I was hired by PSE&G. And we had to go to Newark, New Jersey for a sort of wasn't an interview. It was just to test you out and everything, make sure that you don't have no mental problems and everything else. And we're on a van, we're going someplace, and some homeless person comes in and is asking for money. And there's about 10 people on the van, and he goes around and everybody's giving him money. So he came over to me, and this time I own rooming houses in Virginia. So, no, I did not own rooming houses. That's right, I did not own them, but I was used to my father's business. So he came over to me and he said, "How much do you got?" I said, "I was going to ask you the same question." So, so he looked at me. He said, "What?" I said, "I'm a little short." I said, "Let me have about 20." So he looked at me and he said, "But I'm asking." I said, no, I need it more than you." And he looked at me and he said, "I'm getting out of here." So he left the van, and everybody was going, "Wow, why? That takes a lot of, but that's the way that I am. And again, I do know from my kids, though, all of them, that Sharon and I'm very proud of them. They've, I don't know, maybe I was too tough, but you do as you are. But the one thing I'm going to say, I see Alex with his boys. He's a great father. I know Tracy's sort of taping all this, but you have to agree with me. Alex is unbelievable father. They love you to death. You discipline them to the point, but the communication, the love they have for you is unbelievable. And it's, and again, I'll take some credit, but I have to admit, though, that I think sometimes we do opposite of our father, because I have to admit that you're more caring, you show more humanity than I did, but as again, you are what you are, because my father showed no caring, and he wasn't meaning anybody, but it just wasn't there with the caring. But it doesn't mean he wasn't a father that loved us, but he didn't know how to show it.
I think one of my favorite memories of you, Dad, is when I remember there was this project in middle school, and I had to draw like a spaceship diagram.
Right.
And I don't know why, but it was just like I hit a wall and I couldn't do it, and I just wanted to give up. And I think I was crying that morning. The project was due that morning.
Yeah.
And normally you probably would have got pretty upset with me. But for some reason, this time you said, all right, I'm going to help you with this project. And I just remember that you just seemed to know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
You started sketching out this spaceship and all the different rooms in there.
Really?
And you were drawing out like, all right, what do we need over here? A place for them to eat, maybe a control room. And I don't know. I just thought that all hope was lost on this project.
Well, that's very good.
And you really saved the day.
Well,
so thanks, Dad.
Well, that was good. Well, it is interesting because I don't remember. Don't forget that things we remember things that that feel well good. I'm glad that I could help you with that. I find that from all the kids, but the most important part is is caring about somebody and doing the best you can.
I think what I could do, you were very active with us when we were kids. I do remember playing basketball with you a lot,
right.
And frisbee, and then ping pong. And sometimes I do feel bad because sometimes I just watch TV.
Nothing wrong with that.
While the kids are doing stuff, and sometimes Aiden will ask me to play ping pong, and I'll say, I think I'm just gonna watch TV or something. And I do feel bad because I do remember a lot of good memories of us playing ping pong in the basement.
Well, that was good, but I still got to talk about this thing, which I know you've heard me tell you a couple of times. My parents were coming to visit us in Lynchburg, and Alex was 3, and we still have the game downstairs. It's a soccer football game, and I played with Alex all the time, and he was just 1 year old and knows, old enough to stand up, and you could play a great game of soccer football. Anyways, we had all my friends over from work, and they came over there. And one of them especially was a good friend named was Mark Liebman, and he was a Jewish fellow, and Mark was very intense on winning. He didn't care, he just wanted to win. And we were down the basement, and we had the soccer football game. He came and you were playing goalie, and anyways, Mark Liebman came down with some with other people, of course, and he was watching, and then he wanted to play, and all of a sudden he was trying to score on you, okay, and he wasn't able to score, and he kept on trying, and every time he was trying, you were going ahead and blocking his shot. And I think about 8 to 10 times, you blocked his shot, and finally he got a goal. Anyways, he jumped up about a foot off the ground and said, I score, I can score. And his wife came by, she said, the kid's only 3, but he's good, and of course I know that you guys have a game at home, no, I thought that, but you were really tough with, and even when I played with Avi, the soccer football, I said, Avi, you're good, but he said, you said, should we seen Alex when he was 3, and he was he was living with us when Avi was 5, 6. Yeah, but I would say, Avi, I said, Alex was tough. And, he would say, how tough was he? I said, he was pretty tough. And he kept on saying to me, am I almost good as Alex? He said, I was good. He went, but again, that shows you the better badge. That's pretty good. Sharon, I guess, we'll talk about stories about what I had.
What is your favorite story about Sharon?
Oh, favorite Sharon, there's a lot of stories.
Oh, yeah?